fishing hole. Grab your hat, get your pole. Let's go fishing when you're in the mood.
Canadian Sport Fishing, brought to you in part by Rapala, premium fishing gear crafted from experience. Duckett Fishing, pro-driven. Raymarine Electronics, Raymarine, simply superior. Pro Sports Boats, tame the waters.
Would never be the same. All our lives we've been one together now. I got no time to mess around, because life's too short, they say, and I'm too tall. It's all about endless days and countless nights, a million stars shining, the senselessness of time gone by. You saved my life, you saved my life. I'm the luckiest dog alive. A dream gone by, that's the story of my life. I don't care what people said. Have I let you down? Have I gone?
Largemouth. He likes the Auto's Garage Rocco too. Come on. Let's do the tournament lift here. Get that nice bend on the rod. There. There. This largemouth hasn't been eating too much, Barb. Look how thin he is. He's beautiful though. He's going back. Come on. Get that braid off me. There he goes. Beautiful. I'm really liking the action on this Auto Garage Rocco. You can see beautiful side-to-side action. Working the weed line. Beautiful green trees. Okay, Barb, do it again. Oh, look at big head shakes. Look how gorgeous they are. Do you want to get the net, Barb?
Sure.
You know, it's nice to have you in the boat, so I don't have to do everything. We help each other, right? Yeah. Gorgeous walleyes. Okay, Barb, you can scoop them up. We'll get him in, even though he probably has some fight right in the boat. Yep. Perfect, Barb. Yeah. Look at the colors, Barb. Aren't they gorgeous? They are beautiful. I'm liking this lure. This Auto's Garage Rocco. I fish it right there. Dumped in the water. Look at the colors on that walleye. Gorgeous. I do like my little tackle box. You know, they make all these fancy boxes with foam inserts and stuff. This is made by Flambeau. And a lot of times when I have a new series of crankbaits, like right now, this is the Auto Garage Rocco. I keep 3 or 4 of them in this box. And it's nice because it fits at the end. Where I put them right here. I don't even have to put it in the main bag. It sits right there in my Flambeau pouch. So this is the lure that I've gotten all of my fish today. So I'm just going to put this down so I can explain it to you. Okay, so look at it. I think it's about 2.5 inches long. You can see that it has that really strong material for the lip. And the eye is right at the top where it meets it. Look how fat this lure is. You can see it's a little wide. So it's got really good suspension if you fish it around weeds. This particular one is a really bright color because I like to use that, especially on overcast days like we have today, because walleyes have really good eyesight. And I think this looks a lot like a perch. The hooks are perfect size. They've got good strong split rings, but what I like the most about it is the action. When you retrieve this, that action goes back and forth and back and forth. So this lure is ideal for fishing large and smallmouth bass, walleye, and even pike. And what I like to do is I like to cast it to the weed lines and weed edges. So a lure like this, you know, earlier I was even casting right up to the shore. You see that overhanging cedar that's in the water? I can literally cast that if I hold my rod tip up when I'm retrieving it, and just working it like 6 inches to 12 inches below the surface. And if there's a bass in there, it'll come up and grab it. So this is a very versatile lure that you can fish down to 5 feet, or you can fish it in real shallow water and get some really nice largemouth. Oh, look at big head shakes. Look how gorgeous they are. Do you want to get the net, Barb?
Sure.
You know, it's nice to have you in the boat so I don't have to do everything. We help each other, right? Gorgeous walleyes. Okay, Barb, you can scoop him up. We'll get him in, even though he probably has some fight right in the boat. Yep. Perfect, Barb. Yeah. Look at the colors, Barb. Aren't they gorgeous? They are beautiful. I'm liking this lure. This garage, Otto's Garage Rocco. I'll fish it right there. The water. Look at the colors on that walleye. Gorgeous. It's I think it's a bass. Yeah, bass. Let me get the net. You know what I find? When you least expect it, sometimes you get a fish. So I tell people, you know, expect to get a fish anytime. Yeah, it's a decent sized fish. Did he hit hard?
Yep. Oh, he's a pretty.
It's pretty. Yeah, nice bass. I'll have to get you a picture of you with it, Barb.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to take a measurement. I think he's probably 2.5 pounds. I'm guessing he's 16 or 17 inches, Barb. So let's see. Maybe smaller, but let's just check here. There. No, 12, 13, 14. He's about 16. Yeah, Barb. Ready to hold it? I'll get a picture of you with it. Look at that. Prime largemouth. Beautiful. Okay, Barb?
I'm cooked around the...
That's okay. Here. There you go. Yep. Got it? Here, I'm going to use this one right here. Like that. Watch the hooks because they're still there.
Yep.
And I'm just going to get my camera. Honey, I'm going to make you famous.
Okay.
Boom. Boom. If you can just step back a bit, but not too far back. That's it. And photo. And you can, okay, you're holding it like a pro. Big smile. Beautiful, Barb. One more. And done. Ready? That was a fake kiss. I saw that. There he goes. Well done, Barb.
Thanks.
That fishing weed lines is one of the best ways to find feeding fish. Fish that are aggressively hunting. I just had a hit, Barb, for other fish. And he missed that crankbait. So you can see over here the weeds that we're talking about. Those are the flowering heads. And we're casting parallel right now. A little while ago, we were out a little bit and casting towards the weeds. So sometimes you can intercept the walleyes that are on their way to the weeds or leaving the weeds. But I find that the best presentation is to cast parallel and try to get the ones that go up to the weeds and then they follow the weeds. So a nice long cast. This is probably one of the easiest ways for me to find feeding fish. And they don't hit at all like when you're dragging a worm, you know, with a live bait rig or trolling a harness or fishing a jig slowly on the bottom. These guys are hunting like a pack of wolves. And when they hit, they almost pull the rod out of your hand. So you can see the action on my rod tip. Barb is using a bit stiffer rod, so her tip isn't bouncing as much. So if that bouncing stops on that tip, it tells me that I've got a weed on, or if it bends. This is one of the best ways to get walleyes in the summertime when they're feeding on the weed lines. Now look at this Move Electric. What I like about it is that it tells you the speed right here. This tells me that the propeller's running, so I've got it going right now forward. It also has an indication light right there, green, that it's running. This electric has a titanium shaft that is extremely strong. I love this solid base and this lever mechanism to release the electric to bring it up, and also to deploy it. It's one of the nicest systems that I've seen. It's like an assist, so that you don't have to make a big effort to bring it up. Okay, because I was talking, I didn't get a full cast in, so I'm just moving out a little bit from the weed line. You know, I don't mind a handheld control at all. Some people like a foot control, and that's fine, especially if you're bass fishing and, you know, fishing tournaments and fishing docks and so on. But I find for this kind of fishing, I can be anywhere in the boat, at the back of the boat, even netting a fish for someone, and I've got the remote, and I can control the boat. I don't have to be on a foot control. Oh, this is a nicer bass, Barb. I think I'm going to need the net, honey, if I can keep them on. Oh, nice largemouth. I don't think he's ready yet, hon. Is that a nice largemouth? I love getting largemouth on crankbaits. Yeah. Gorgeous. We're going to take a measurement on him. Yep. Well done, Barb. Okay, we're going to get him in the boat. Oh, yeah. He's chunky. He's chunky.
Compared to the other one.
Yeah, the other one was thin. This one is definitely healthy. Yeah, I saw him grab it. I thought it was a walleye at first.
I did too.
Because it was so long. Did you see him hit, Barb?
Yes.
Okay, so is he going to be 18 or not? There's his mouth. Ooh, he's 18 and a half, Barb. Beautiful. One more look. He's a handful. 18 and a half inches. He should be over 4 pounds or heavier. And you get to go home, bass. Beautiful. 0.6 feet of water. This is the Ray Marine Element. This is the 7-inch screen. It's a really good unit. That's our boat position. You can see that weed lines don't always go straight, so we're close to shore, now we're heading back out. So I'm using this, and even though the weed line shows that it's on the left side of the boat, because it's earlier in the year, you can see that the weeds are just starting to grow. That's weeds on the bottom right there. So this is invaluable to try to stay on the weed line when you're looking for these walleye like we are. And then using the Move Electric, amazing for accuracy.
Oh,
We're out from the weeds. Oh, it looks like a walleye. Let me get the net.
oh, I got the end of it. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh. It went to grab it.
No, I got the mouth.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, if you can get it a little closer. Well done, Barb. It's a nice eating size fish. I think we're going to keep it because we're keeping a couple for eating. Oh, good one. Barbara, well done.
Nice and long.
Yep. I like exploring new areas, eh?
Sure.
Look, he's perfect eating size.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. So there's one walleye. There's another one to keep him company. Beautiful fish. Tell you what, this is more than a meal for Barb and I. Nice hit. This guy hit twice. Come on. Nice bass. Hey, I don't mind getting one bass after the other. What a nice combination. I think I can just flip this guy in the boat if he's ready. Yeah. Like those guys on TV where you don't want to touch the floor of the boat or you lose points. Look at nice healthy largemouth. There we go. And You know, most guys will use soft plastics, spinner baits, and work the same water. Maybe you'd get the same fish. I don't know. I just have so much confidence with crankbaits. And the nice thing about crankbaits is that, you know, you've got at least one, if not two treble hooks on the lure. Look at that action. They can't resist that. So you know most of the time you're going to get really good hookups, especially using a rod like this Green Ghost by Duckett, which has a soft, I'm going to say 24 inches. So when a fish hits, you'll actually see that tip bend, so it can close its mouth on the lure. And then when you ease back, you've got so much power. I like the looks of it. I like this grip, non-slip grip, even if you get slimy hands from catching all kinds of fish. And it's matched with the Paradigm reel, cast like a charm, no problem with backlashes. It's equipped with magnets, and you get the job done. I'm casting crankbaits like this brand new Rapala. This is the Auto's Garage Rocco. You can see right there. This is the 05. I like to use a bait casting outfit because I like to control where that lure is going to hit the water, especially if I'm casting to weed lines and weed beds. With a spinning reel, it's fine to use as well, but you have to literally jam your line a little bit, you know, your hand in front of the line to get it to stop. With a bait caster, you just use your thumb to slow it down, so it's perfect for target casting. Now, the rod that I've chosen to use today, this is the Duckett. It's called the Green Ghost. And I explain to people that I really like, if I go like this, you can see the way it bends. For about almost 20 inches, you can see that it's got a flexible tip. So when I'm cranking and you see my rod tip do that, when a fish hits, it does that. And by the time I go to set the hook, the fish has closed his mouth on the lure. So that's really important, because if you use too stiff of a rod sometimes, when you get a hit and you go to set the hook, the fish has hit the lure, but you literally pull it out of its mouth. The other thing that I've done, this white line that you see here, this is the Suffix 832. It's a braided line. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of fluorocarbon leader. This is 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. There's a uni knot right here. You can see this tiny knot that's right there. And if you go down the line to where the lure is, that's about almost 2 feet in length. The reason I use the fluorocarbon leader, number one, I want it to be invisible in the water because we still have pretty clear water conditions. It's also abrasion resistant, and it's also very low stretch. The 832 braid is almost no stretch. So you combine that with a flexible tip on the bait caster, and this particular one is 7.5 feet long. It's a perfect rod for casting like this, and you get really good hook sets. And you know what? It's such a balanced outfit that I can cast all day long. And as I mentioned earlier, look at this grip. It's like this PVC material. You can see it's kind of got grooves in it, checkered down here, even in the fighting butt. So even if your hand's slimy from handling fish or wet, it's non-slip. Cork is great, but I'll tell you what, when your hands get wet or slimy, this is even better. And it helps me get those fish on and get them in the net. It did it hard. I know you almost lost your footing. You just keep the pressure on it, okay? I'm going to get the net. Does it feel good? Yeah, get it over here to the left. I wouldn't reel in anymore. Okay. Let's see what happens here. You've got, oh yeah, nice fish. Nice walleye, Barb. You like fishing, Barb?
Yes.
Did you always like fishing?
Oh, yes.
It's a good size fish. You can get him a little bit away from the boat so I can net him. Man, he grabbed that lure too. Okay, Barbara, well done. Look at that. We're going to get a measurement on him, okay? So, wow. Hey, slow down, slow down. With measurement, Barb, with that lure in its mouth, it's, I'm going to say, 23 inches. Good job. Big smile. Turn him a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. Good. We'll do a horizontal. Horizontal. Yeah, just like that. Down a bit. Just like that. Head towards me a bit. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Okay, Barb, we're going to get him back in. Let him revive a little bit. Come on, right yourself up. Come on. Come on. Beautiful release. Barbara, well done. High five.
Yay.